Hi everyone. Today is January 31st and it's my mom's birthday. And she would have been 89 this year. She passed away a year and a half ago. So for her birthday, I'm going to be making her maraschino cherry cake. It is a handwritten recipe. So I'm hoping all the ingredients are actually written down. So the ingredients that we need for Mom's maraschino cherry cake is 2 3/4 cups flour, 1 3/4 cups sugar, 4 teaspoons baking powder, 1 teaspoon salt, 2/3 cup shortening, 1/3 cup cherry juice, 2/3 cup milk, and 16 maraschino cherries cut into eighths. So let's begin. So the first thing you want to do is grease and flour the pan. I haven't done that in a long time. I usually just use cooking spray. And preheat the oven to 350. All right, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is take your 2 3/4 cups flour and sift it into a big bowl. All right, so the flour is sifted. And then we'll do the same thing with the sugar, and we'll sift the sugar. And we'll take the 4 teaspoons of baking powder and sift that as well. I'm surprised this recipe doesn't have any baking soda in it, but it didn't list it. And the 1 teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to go ahead and just take a whisk and mix it all together. So next you want to go ahead and add that 2/3 cup shortening. And then just cream that in a little bit. Then add the 1/3 cup cherry juice and the 2/3 cup milk and the 16 cut up maraschino cherries, and I went ahead and drained them. And then go ahead and mix that until it's fully incorporated. All right, so it is mixed fairly well. The one ingredient I forgot to mention was 5 egg whites, unbeaten. So I'll go ahead and pour that in there. And I'll go ahead and put the list of ingredients down below since I forgot this. And we'll just go ahead and mix it. And then optional, you can add a 1/2 cup of nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and add a 1/2 cup of chopped pecans and stir that in. Now this doesn't call for icing or frosting of any sort, but depending on how it looks when it comes out, I may go ahead and make the powdered sugar icing. All right, so we'll go ahead and put that in a pan and put it in the oven. And smooth it out. And put it in a 350-degree preheated oven for 30 to 40 minutes or until done. And we'll check the doneness with a toothpick. All right, so after 37 minutes, I took it out of the oven. I did the toothpaste test that came out clean. I do think I'll go ahead and let it cool and make the icing for it, so I'll be back then. All right, so I went ahead and decided I would go ahead and do the icing, even though in my mom's original recipe it did not call for that. So what we need is 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk. All right, so you want to take your 1 cup of the powdered sugar and put it in a bowl. 1/2 teaspoon of the vanilla. Mix that up. Now with the milk, you're going to add 1 tablespoon at a time until you get the consistency that you want. If it gets too runny, just add a little bit more powdered sugar. If it's not thin enough, then go ahead and add some more milk. So 1 tablespoon of milk. And it may seem kind of runny, and when you put it on your cake, it will set up after it sits for a while. And another tablespoon of milk. And if you want to cover the whole cake, you may need more than this. This is pretty much just like a drizzling amount. And I'm going to go ahead and add the 3rd tablespoon. All right, so here is Mom's maraschino cherry cake. Happy birthday to my mom.
Yeah, I like this a lot.